So now we had validation of visual contrast, validation of reduced capillary flow. What could cause reduced capillary flow in people with an illness? And thankfully, in 1999, Sam Donta gave me the answer. Dr. Donta published in April 1999 at one of these Lyme meetings that he had found a neurotoxin made by Lyme. He called it capital B, lowercase b. Boy, that excited me to no end, because I'm working on neurotoxins and fixing them with cholestyramine. They got the same symptoms, they got the same visual contrast deficit. I'll just give them cholestyramine, they'll be better in a couple of weeks like everybody else. And unfortunately, that was wrong. I have never seen such sick people in all my life. Their antibiotics had fixed them, but I gave them cholestyramine, vision contrast fell even further. These people couldn't get their head off the pillow. Holy cow. And even now, when I have misdiagnosed Lyme, and I think it's mold, and it does happen, and I give cholestyramine to someone, and they get whacked like crazy, and they're horrible, can't get their head off the pillow, measure an MMP9, repeat your visual contrast, you'll see the level falling in row E and row D. And if you do the same thing in your practice, and you get someone that you're treating for Lyme, measure visual contrast and MMP9 beforehand, and then look about dose 6 to dose 10, 2 days later, you will see, for those people who truly have this intensification, these abnormalities. The intensification is a almost simultaneous release of cytokines. This is cytokine storm. I think it has a lot to do with dissociation of Pfiesteria toxin and Lyme toxin and whatever toxin you want to talk about off a receptor. As some is being bound and moved, you get shift of the dissociation curve to the right, release of free toxin, release of cytokines as a result of cytokine toxin interaction after interaction at the membrane binding site on dendritic cells. It's incredible, and it works just about every single time. I had no idea how to fix this intensification, but it was clear that now there was a possible answer to the cytokine role in causing capillary hypoperfusion. And I played around, tried everything I could, and a few months later started playing with Actos, one of the glitazones that was used for treatment of diabetes. And yeah, it will enhance production of two proteins that help the insulin receptor move better, but also block cytokine production. Why not treat with Actos? Why don't we pre-treat them? Let's block a cytokine release. And I did that, and no good. Nothing happened. I'm thinking, wait a minute. The benefit of Actos is multiplied 100-fold if you take insulin fluxes and insulin responses out of the picture. This time I'm going to treat with Actos and take away the foods that are high in the glycemic index. My no amylose diet that I've been working on for years, I said take away wheat, rice, oats, barley, and rye, take away potatoes, take away vegetables grow below the ground, take away bananas. And when I give them Actos now with a no amylose diet and treated them, nothing happened. We blocked it. You defeat insulin, you enhance Actos, you block cytokines, now you give cholestyramine to your Lyme patient, they acted like they didn't have the cytokine release. It was cool. It was very cool. And I told people all about it. I think a couple people might have actually used it. There's a lot of people use it now.